Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mm-mm. Pity, pity, pity. The man child, just like I knew it, I absolutely knew it when I made that video that these losers are just alike, just like one of his other butt buddies, E-Rock. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say them all. All their names are fucking losers, anyways. They have no credibility. They have no standards. They have no true loyalty. His buddy backtracked when Griffin Gaming called him out. Called him out for his bullshit. um, so he's trying to backtrack on it, and it's in the most stupidest way. It's in the most stupid way he's trying to backtrack. I could see somewhat on, but not really, on behalf of his friend with Griffin Gaming and everything. But the way he's trying to backtrack on this is like he's trying to leave the total topic of his video, the beginning point of his video. He's even leaving the point of it, the title of the video, to backtrack on it, to say he wasn't addressing the way I brung up the culture. Culture wasn't about the video. The video wasn't about culture or what you believed about culture. Why are you bringing up the culture part? Is that the only thing you think you can return on to get a win, to save face? Yes, that is. Quit trying to backtrack on using culture. And then he says, I never said you couldn't play your favorite games. And yes, I agree. You said in the video that you could still look forward to play the games you prefer and your favorite games. But that's not the issue here. The issue was you said if that's the only thing you play, you're not a true gamer. that's 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 just as bad, and in fact sideways even worse, because you want them to sacrifice the time that which they would be playing games that they like and prefer, to play games that they don't like or don't care about, for you to consider them a true gamer. They must sacrifice their time of what they would rather do for you to consider them a true gamer, and you also state they should also question themselves about it. That's what you can't turn back on. That's you thought when you was making that video, you thought you was being intelligent. You thought you was being smart. You thought your age and the fact that you grew up almost into the beginning of the history of gaming, that you thought you was someone that can say some shit like that, not realizing other people was born at that close to that time period too, like me. And I say you don't sit in any throne to tell anybody that. And your childish ways that you were born in that era, that you just sacrificed anything that you could possibly claim to be uh, uh, from that time area a fan of. And I wasn't really going to make any more, as far as, I wasn't going to do any more videos. Mm. But I just come from I was sitting here watching Fear the Walking Dead, waiting for my event on my goddamn mobile game um, that I was needing to attend to. And I got a notification. Not from him, or a notification from his channel. I got a notification that one of his buddies went live. So my curiosity, I wanted to, I just wanted just to go in to hear the tone of his voice, because the last reply that I've gotten to him is shutted him down. It completely shutted him down. He stopped replying. He knows the reply I got to him shutted that bullshit where I never said you couldn't play the game. It's not the fact that you said we couldn't play our games. The fact is you said we got to do other stuff, which is just as bad and worse, and more fact. But so I went in, and boy, he's mad. He is mad. He was yelling, and he wasn't talking about me. He wasn't talking about, but he was bringing up again the Wolverine. Just prove a point that I mean, if he's all about telling people about true gamers and stuff like that, and if it ain't the bitterness about Wolverine, then why are still focused on it? Why are they still focused on it? Again, because it is the bitterness. It is the bitterness that they have nothing to look forward to. Nothing to look forward to. That's not more than 5 years away. And possibly more, way fucking shit's pushed back with Microsoft, and they know that too. They know how much shit's pushed back. My God, they couldn't release fucking Halo Infinite until it was pushed back, and now it's still the full game ain't coming out. It's coming in pieces. Oh my God. And I heard something that really, like I said, I started off saying that they have no loyalty. It's all about, I don't know if it's the hardware or if it's the company or is it both. To me, I mean, I could understand maybe a little loyalty to the game creators, the people that makes the game, because they are actually giving you the things you play. The company, the Microsoft and Sony, are just making the consoles you play it on. They're not. It's like putting, you love coffee, you enjoy coffee, and you got a particular brand you like, but instead of really being hyped up for that brand, saying I love this brand, I love this coffee maker. I love the brand, the company that makes this coffee maker. It's ridiculous. What? The game makers make the games you love to play that that actually spent their time and day. Microsoft paid someone to think of the console, the made the decisions what graphic card or whatever to be put in it. Took seconds. Took seconds almost. It and then it's manufactured overseas. So what did Microsoft do for you? How much time did they put in for you when they made that goddamn console, or Sony did? They didn't put in nothing. Game creators, they spend hours thinking of a story within their game, the art, the the mechanics of how to play the game, the gaming mechanics. They spend time away from their family. That's the people you should be fucking for if you're going to be for anybody. Oh my god, these losers are so fucking pathetic. Oh, but losers are losers. It's just fucking it. But well, again, like I said, no loyalty, no loyalty. What was one of the games that was for Xbox that he mentioned that like one of the games you had to play in that video he made that I analyzed or did? What would what would be oh well, he mentioned Cuphead. Cuphead. Now, my thoughts on Cuphead when it came out for Xbox was it was a great, it was a unique idea. It wasn't really a game for me, but I like the old classic cartoons, so it did give me a feel like there are game creators out there that loves the old timey cartoons in the '80s. Um, that it I had somewhat respect for them for doing that, and it and if I was in a position of having an Xbox, and if that game came out, even though if I didn't, not my kind of game type, I still would have bought it just because of the art. I don't really kind of like that hard difficulty challenge shit, unless it's in a first person shooter. But still, I would have bought that game. I would have um, uh, supported that game creator. Now, guess what? He mentioned that in that video, saying that was a game that he likes, that he's all for, and uh, and what would really um, prove that I upsetted him? He's speaking a positive of Cuphead in that exact video, and he's arguing exclusives about how exclusives you shouldn't be only playing exclusives, that you gotta play multiplats, and you shouldn't care about, or just all of a sudden care about Wolverine or Spider-Man. You have to prove that you've had a history or something. In that live stream, he is so pissed. He is so much yelling and shit. Like I said, he ain't mentioning me, or at least not when I went in. but it's too close. It's way too close. It's way too apparent with him still talking about the comic book hero games, and and the sure simple fact that he is speaking positive within the game, within the video that I dissected. Now he's speaking negative of them. Why? Why? Why is he telling them to go fuck themselves? To get the fuck out and shit like that? Why is he talking about the the game creators that created Cuphead like that? Why? Could it be because the game came out for PlayStation? What? Why? The game has been out for PlayStation for a very long time. A very, very, very long time. So it can't be that. Maybe because someone riled him. Someone, pointed out that that's all they got, here. Like I did, I pointed out that the you say Sony has only in their favor that they got realistic graphic games, that they got deep story narrative games, and exclusives. So just because he it ain't because even if he is right now, let's say he is, it's because I aroused him, and Cuphead, since I bring out that he can't find no enjoyment, 100% enjoyment out of that, like he can the games where we get exclusives, that he's gonna throw them under the bus. He's like, well, whether he's complaining on the behalf of because they won't no longer exclusive, or because I riled him up to the point where he's doing this, that's still bad. That's still bad. But he don't get that. These losers don't get that. It shows you have no integrity. You have no loyalty. Why? Why are you so mad? Am I out here boasting? Am I going on Twitter, tweeting to Xbox fans and say, "Hey, guess what? We got Wolverine, Spider-Man coming. How you like me? How you like that now?" And no, am I going out here doing it? No. Sure, if I see you being a pathetic fool, and it's getting to you, and you're creating conspiracies, scenarios in your head to comfort yourself, the reason why you're getting them, oh yeah, I won't call you out on it if I feel like it's going to entertain me for doing so. But I'm just going to go creating a video, like dressing it out to everybody, to any Xbox fan in general? No. Um, so he has no, like I said, no integrity, no loyalty. Just because, just like I said during the stream, did I not say during the stream um, that I loved fucking Elder Scrolls? I said I loved Oblivion. I bought PlayStation VR's Elder Scroll, Skyrim, and I'm eventually gonna get that game back. And when I get I don't know if I don't know if they totally confirmed that the PlayStation 5 VR will play the older games. I don't know, but why am I not getting mad that I'm not, if he's getting mad because Cuphead released their game on PlayStation. Why am I? And and so now PlayStation and PlayStation people can play it, and Xbox people still got it to play it. It's not like they lost it. But now, here's the difference. Here's the difference. Microsoft bought Bethesda. All the games used to be multiplayer, and now they're not going to be. Am I bitching and moaning and crying? Am I now saying oh God, I hate Elder Scrolls. It was never worth nothing to me anyways. Fuck them, and I'm throwing them under the bus? No, I still say I love Elder Scrolls. I still say that's one of the most popular. I mean, one of the biggest games that I always enjoyed playing. Matter of fact, I would say it was the last one of my favorite last games that I played that wasn't multiplayer, that didn't have no multiplayer, that wasn't multiplayer involved in it, at least until Skyrim Online, which, like I said, I bought that and ended up selling it or something. So that proves man-child, because that's a man-childish way to speak positive of something, especially so close apart. Yesterday, oh, it's great. Gotta play it. For me to consider you a gamer, and now, fuck them. Even though the game has been on PlayStation for a very long time, fuck them. They can all go to hell. Uh, it reminds me of something too. That kind of standards on saying one thing and then other circumstances that involves the same situation, saying something different. Yeah. Again, losers are mirrored off of other losers, or can be compared off of other losers, even though it's multiple different types. You got your gaming losers, and you got your in denial, dumb losers that they can't stand that I got to better someone. So it's just great. It really is. That I mean, I would never figure that he would do something to drive the point home that I really, it would be kind of cool that I was to make another video, clip that part of him talking bad about Cuphead and shit like that, and then, put the first part where he's speaking positive from the video I made, and then now cut a part in that live stream where they talking shit about it, and no standards, no loyalty here. Just man-child with their childish reaction to games that they are not happy that other people are celebrating, because they have nothing to celebrate for themselves. Nothing really to look forward to more than 5 years down the line. minus the possibility of delays and pushbacks. And oh yeah, can't forget about cancellations. You can't forget about cancellations. And you know what too? I can find it too. I bet you anything I can find it. And you can't do that in any of my videos where I say a certain specific thing and go back and that. They was also talking bad about the people that made that scale bound. I'm pretty sure I could go back in the past where they was like, oh, scale bound, scale bound, scale bound. And they was pushing it on the game makers' fault rather than Microsoft. When we all know Microsoft and their standards of how they treat the game creators. Look no further than their beloved Bungie. But Bungie exposed Microsoft for exactly how well they treat game makers, and no doubt that some of the troubles and controversy and leaders that are leaving 343. You don't think Microsoft has somewhat to probably has to do with that some of that turmoil over there? You don't think that they are maybe influence some of that trouble over there, maybe being pushed too much? Yeah, because look at the game being come out, not being finished. Oh, these losers. They're fucking pathetic. Uh, and they just no lives. I wouldn't. Never going to get an Xbox. Never. I know it's kind of not really bad, but that I would let someone's stupidity, ignorance, and childish way just get something that I might would like to have, but it's not what it's not really. I don't really care to get one, so I don't mind that influencing me. I just don't want to be feel um, uh, that feeling that I might be associate guilt for association. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking. How you fucking going talking positive about the fucking game? And it's no doubt you losers. It's absolutely no doubt that you can't damage control that. There's no doubt, of course, y'all say he's winning, oh, blah, 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 blah. But has no doubt, no one wins when they backtrack. No one. No one wins that they can't stick. I mean, if I could analyze his video and point out to a point where he cannot show that video to anybody that sees his face on the regular, then he can obviously, if I'm incorrect about what I pointed out about him, what he said in that video, then he could do the exact same thing. Watch my video, cut pieces apart, proving that he wasn't saying that he wasn't saying that we couldn't play our favorite games at all. Oh, that's not what I pointed out. That's absolutely not what I pointed out. That's not one part of the video that I say he's saying we can't play our games at all. our favorite games at all. No. I was saying, just as you were saying, we had to do more than that. We had to play other games for you to consider us true gamers. And even to a point where you question how we can consider ourselves gamers. I'm pretty sure every person that goes to GameStop to buy one game, the one in particular game that they came out, that they've been looking for it to come out, picks it up, then looks all those other games on the shelves that he don't own. Wait a minute. I got this game here. This is what I've been looking forward to. This is actually the only I've been saving only up for this game to get this game. So I only have enough money to buy this game. Well, I do got my grocery money in my wallet. I could spend it, and I do got to consider myself a gamer. Or he bought. Also, he bought. He wants to, because he demands his explanations and says we need to do something for him to consider us gamers. I guess I better spend my grocery money all on these other games that I don't have that's on this shelf, whether if I want them or not. Pow! Oh my God. Well, this has been another live stream brought to you by So Real. You will continue to yield to my will. Now that's so real.